is 10. Hello everybody, good morning. Please don't mind my hair. It is literally 6:30 in the morning. I just woke up. I've filmed this early before, but one of my favourite things to do apparently is just pick the camera up as soon as I wake up and say, hello, I just woke up. 6:30 and today I'm going to be starting a 24-hour reading challenge. That's crazy. I can't even imagine reading all day right now. I'm so tired. So I did this video, I took the I'm gonna read for a full 24-hour time period over multiple days approach, and it took me like a week to do it. This time I think I'm gonna split the 24 hours into 12 hours over 2 days, because Miss Me was staying up until God knows, like until 6:30 tomorrow. That's really bad for you, and I'm not doing that. I'm not staying up all night for anyone. I was thinking about this yesterday and I was like, I feel like this challenge is like the book girlies version of like the Mr. Beast, like really extreme content that's like popular right now and has been popular for a while, but we just are like, our most extreme version is let me stay up for 24 hours and read, and none of us can fucking do it because we're just all girls at the end of the day. Like, we're just girls. I'm just a girl. Split into 12 hours today and 12 hours tomorrow, so I'm gonna start at 7, end at 7. Be supplementing with an audiobook when I need to, you know, if like I need to walk my dog or something, I'll put an audiobook on. I'm rambling now. Yeah, I'm gonna go make a coffee, try and wake myself up a bit more. I've got a couple of different books that I was planning on using in this video, but I just so happen to already be reading Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. I started this like 2 or 3 days ago and I thought I probably would have finished it by now or been nearly done. I'm not. I'm only like, I'm under 100 pages in and there's about 300 pages. Yeah, I'm not like loving this book that much. It's kind of not really grabbing me off with this, obviously, since I'm already reading it, but if I am not engaged, like probably put it down for now, maybe pick it up when the challenge is over, because I do have a couple other books which I feel like are going to be perfect for this challenge. That's all I have to say. I'll see you in a minute when I start. Okay, hello. I've woken up a little bit more. It is 6:52. So I'm gonna just hang around a bit till 7 because we like round numbers. I see that the sun is not out yet, it's still dark. I'm gonna just hop back into bed, read in here for a couple hours, and then keep reading all day. This is not my kind of thing. These kind of challenges are not good for me. I'm not very determined, but we're gonna do it. It's so dark in here. My mind is a wanderer. My mind is a wanderer. Reading this, it's actually getting better, I think. I don't know. It's like the 1800s in this book. And one of the characters is smoking right now. And they're just talking about smoking. And basically, people in here, they like looking at dead bodies. They like cutting them up, like morticians, I guess. But they like kids, not kids, like teens. They're like wanting to, I don't know, but they like
dissecting people. Hey, we all have to have hobbies. I'm not trying to judge anyone, but I will actually judge you on that. That's weird. But I don't know why my mind is just going, I swear to God, they thought that smoking wasn't bad for you for ages and ages. I feel like at this point that would have still been the case because it was so long ago. I would have to look it up to be sure. But if she is obsessed with cutting up dead bodies, like she likes looking inside them, surely you would see a big black lung and be like, I wonder what that would be. Maybe it's something to do with all the smoke. I don't know, just think about that. So the sun has come up. It's been like just about an hour. Can you see? Can you see the time? So yeah, it's about 8. I've read this. The pages are actually going rather slow. I've only gotten through about 40-ish pages in an hour. Oh, that's not that bad actually. But I think I'm just gonna read one more chapter right now. Then I'm gonna put my AirPods in, and I have been listening to the Love Hypothesis audiobook already. I'm not sure how many hours I'm already at to that for a bit, just while I like, you know, get ready for the day a little bit. Not that I have anything to do today other than read, but just, you know, sort myself out a tad. Getting more into this book, so I'm happy about that. I'm still not sure if I'm gonna finish it for this challenge because I do have a few other books that I wanted to read for this, so we'll see. And in my opinion, the more books the better, the merrier. And I'm not like a Destiny Sidwell, love the girl, I love the girl, but I'm not gonna be able to read 6 books. Like, we're probably gonna get like 3 is my prediction. So okay, besties, it is, what's the time? It's like 9. 2 hours flown by the way. This is gonna be so fucking easy. Getting a little bit restless sat down because I've just been sat down for like the past 2 hours in bed and down here. So I haven't been sat down for the past 2 hours, but I feel like I've been sat down for ages. So what I'm actually gonna do is just walk in circles in this room like a fucking crazy woman and read my book. And I'm gonna put it on like a fast speed because I think it's gonna look funny. I'm getting dizzy. Oh no! The little leaf in the corner. That's gonna piss me off. Oh well. Okay, so despite my original like not love doubts, we could say, of the book, let me step back, this angle, it's brilliant. I'm 150 pages in now, so that's like about halfway through, and it's getting low-key kind of good. Obviously I knew from the title, Stalking Jack the Ripper, that it was going to be a story kind of based around that, like a fictionalization of that. If you don't know who Jack the Ripper is, look it up. I can't be bothered to try and explain that. So I knew that, but I wasn't, and I knew that it was about a young girl kind of like investigating the case and but I wasn't too sure how we were going to get there. And at the start she was just kind of like, there was a lot of description of like dead bodies basically, and like she was just really into it, and I was like, hey, this is just kind of boring. Like, yeah, I get it, they're dead, they had their fucking throat cut open, I get it. But now, so she's kind of from like a high society family, and like, so this takes place in the 1800s. She's from a high society family, but she has this interest in, I don't know if she's interested in being a mortician or just like science or what it is, but she's got this interest in like these nefarious things, like balancing high society, propriety, and like all of these like dark things that she is actually interested in. And she's quite a fun character to actually follow, because she isn't like, oh my god, girl boss, I don't care about my fucking fancy dresses or looking good, I'm just like here to fucking learn. Like, okay bestie, like you don't need to shit on all of the girls that care about things you don't care about. But she's not like that. She's very like, yeah, I like all of these like things that people probably don't think I should, like that's improper for me. But I also, hey, I don't mind looking good, I don't mind a fancy dress. I'm enjoying the aspects of like the 1800s, kind of like Bridgerton things, you know, like, oh, going for tea, do you want to go to here? I'm gonna put my audiobook back on right now and go make some breakfast. Yeah, but I am enjoying this more, so I'm happy. So I've had breakfast. I'm on going into chapter 5 on the audiobook, and I'm gonna take a pause, head back to Stalking Jack the Ripper, see how far I can get in this. As I said, I'm like halfway through, so hoping I can maybe do another 50 pages before I take like another either change or whatever. I don't know, we'll see. I'm about 200 pages in now. Woo! I'm gonna take another lap of the house because I am getting sick of sitting down. Guys, this book is like strange because I suppose it's YA, and like sometimes things just don't make sense for a real world, obviously. But like, I expected this girl, because she's 17, she's like doing her own little investigation, she's on the fringes, like nothing too serious, and then it'd be like a shock if she, like, everyone would be like, oh my god, this 17-year-old girl, this random 17-year-old girl like solved the mystery of Jack the Ripper. Like, what the fuck? No, like the fucking, what's his name, the superintendent, like in charge of the fucking case, like finding the guy, he's like, okay, you can come inspect the body. Like, I wouldn't trust anybody else. Hello? What? What? I'm suspicious of so many people, because it's going to be someone we know. I think it's either, slight spoiler warning, I'll put a timestamp just if you want it. It's not actually a spoiler because I don't actually know, these are just my theories, but if you don't want anything, I think it's either her dad, because he kept coming back around the times that the murders were going on, so I was like, oh, potentially. Her brother, just because they keep mentioning something about him combing his hair, and I feel like that's gonna be like at the end, like she's gonna be like, okay. You know? Or I think it could be the superintendent, because I'm like, why are you putting so much faith in this 17-year-old? Like, is it just because you fancy her? Because that's weird. You have a job to do, sir. But yeah, I'm actually flying through it, considering like I was struggled to get into it over the past few days. I feel like I'll be able to finish it in the next 2 hours, which is fantastic. I have roughly 6.5 hours left, so nearly halfway through today. I'm on page 230 of, what is this? Stalking Jack the Ripper. So I have under 100 pages left, but it's like lunchtime soon. So I'm going to put audiobook back on, just get some stuff done that I need to do in the next like half an hour, have some lunch, and I'll listen to the audiobook through that whole experience and then come back to the physical book when that's done. So that's what we're doing. But when I tell you I've just been pacing the house reading, I look insane. I've done 7,000 steps today, and it's like just, I haven't left the house just from walking around. Okay. It's about 20 to 2. I'm back in my chair, my little reading chair, and I'm gonna finish this book off now. I have about just over 5 hours left, I think. So I'll get this done in at least the next 2 hours, and that's being generous. And then we will move on to the next book of this frickin' challenge. Bye for now. Bye for now. I really don't want to spoil this book for anyone, so another really minimal spoiler warning. It's not actually a spoiler because I don't know yet, but my prediction, I am really, like, I feel really confident in my prediction. Ready? I'm gonna say it now. It's her brother. Like, it's her brother. Like, it is her brother. Like, it is her brother. I didn't have any reason to believe that before. Like, I just said the fact that they keep bringing up the fact that he brushes his hair every time we see him, like, almost like a nervous tick. Like, that's gotta be coming up for a reason. Like, it just makes me a little bit like, okay, you're letting me, you're gonna reference this later kind of thing. I was like, interesting. And then the psychic medium person, no fucking clue, Sia, whatever he said he was, he said that the lady who was killed told him that she was mad with someone, with Jack the Ripper. She was like, Jack was there and you were mad with him. And she goes, okay, so it's got to be my dad or the inspector. Superintendent, not inspector. Sorry, superintendent. That was mean. For just her forgetting that her brother was there as well and that she was pissed off with him for telling her dad. I'm convinced that it's her brother because she is so convinced that it's her dad, and if it did just turn out to be her dad, well, that's a bit of a shit ending, isn't it? I'm pretty convinced, so let's see if I'm right. Okay, finished my first book with 3 hours and 30 minutes left on the timer. So how long has that taken me? Oh, to be fair, I've been listening to Love Theory. No, I keep saying that. The Love Hypothesis as well. But yeah, finished Stalking Jack the Ripper. I'll give like feelings on books at the end just because I feel like my brain's not really in it right now, but yeah. Fine, good, whatever. Moving forward, like I said, I've got like 3.5 hours left, so I'm gonna start another book. Cool options that I'm considering. First, All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now this is the 3rd book in the Natural series, and I have found these to be really like fun, quick, engaging reads for me so far. So that could be a good pick. Although I've just read kind of like a mystery murdery kind of situation, so do I want something a little bit different? And then I have The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan as well. This is, I think this is about like a political family. So maybe I could start this, but again, this feels kind of like heavier. I don't know if I want maybe a little break. My last option was reading something on my Kindle, and I was thinking about, do you like my new thing? That's from Loom Crate. I was thinking about, oh, come on, that pop doesn't pop that well. Ooh, batteries are running low though, so it needs to charge it. What was I thinking about? The Deal by Elle Kennedy, because I really want to read that series, and I believe it's on Kindle Unlimited, so it would be good to start it like on the Kindle rather than buying the series. Yeah, it's Kindle Unlimited. So what is this about? How in the world does find that could be good. Should I read this? I really was wanting to read those two though. No, I'm gonna, okay. This is on 8%, so I'm gonna let this charge for like 20 minutes. I'll listen to my audiobook while that's happening. And then I think I'm gonna come back and read that. Cool. Okay, Kindle is 50% charged. So I am going to download The Deal and start reading that. I have, I think, 3 hours left on this day. So we'll see how far I get. This chapter 1. Oh, go on. Chapter 1, Hannah. He doesn't know I'm alive. Oh my goodness. Oh no. She means it in like a not literal sense. Okay. Okay, ladies and gents, I have about an hour and a half. Yeah, an hour and a half left on today. Today has gone swimmingly, by the way. Like, I'm still enjoying myself. I'm having a good time. Swimmingly. Like, slight complaining, but honestly, I complain about everything. If I don't want to do something, I just don't do it. So, this is great. I'm like, ooh. 52 pages into, what's this? The Deal. I've been reading it kind of slowly, like really trying to get into the vibes. What I came to say is that dinner, I didn't even think about dinner. Dinner is happening in half an hour. Thank you so much to my mother for making me dinner. But that obviously goes over my 24-hour time. Like, I'm meant to still be reading for that hour. And I'm not going to sit downstairs and like read while I'm eating dinner and be rude. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just, when that happens, when I get the call, I'm going to pause the timer, because I have a timer going on my phone for the 12 hours just to like, so I can like tell where I am. I'll pause it until I come up for bed, read for an hour, and then that is the end of the day. That's fine, right? That's like not a problem. I'm not gonna make my parents wait around to eat dinner, because I'm like, no guys, I'm doing a challenge. I need to read for this hour. A calculation on just how much of The Love Hypothesis I read, and it said that I'd only read 2 hours and 38 minutes. So the majority of the day have genuinely just been reading my book, like over 10 hours. It's more like 5 hours that it probably took me to read. Like, I don't know the exact amount of time, and I'm not going to try and figure it out because that's going to stress me out. But it's probably between like 5 and 8 hours maximum. So please ignore me when I continue to say that throughout this entire thing. I can't stress enough how much I say it. Like, remembering. So why did this book take me so long? It's literally 300 pages. I'm so confused. I feel so bad for her. She's confused because she's wrong. It's okay. You're confused because you're wrong. Love you. You're confused because you're wrong. Over 10 hours. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? These pajamas are so wrinkly. Don't be like me. Fold your clothes. Okay, let's go back upstairs. It is 9 o'clock because me and my mum watched the finale of The Traitors, even though we already knew who won, because we didn't start watching it until the season was like finished, because we were watching Salt Lake City. But we watched that. It was great. And we watched a bit of Beverly Hills because we also stopped watching that when we got into Salt Lake City. I have like 50 minutes, I think, literally like 49 minutes, I think, of time left today. So I'm just gonna get in bed, read that, maybe go over it. Do you guys care if I like read more of the deal than like within the time limit and just like not count it? Because then it's not like exact on the amount of books. You know what I mean? But I might just want to keep reading. And we can just be like 50 pages if that doesn't count. Can we just do that? I mean, it hasn't happened yet, who knows? But I feel like I'm going to want to just keep reading. Maybe not though. I don't know, whatever. I'll do what I want, to be honest. Like, let's be real, I'll do what I want. But yeah, that's it for today. Today went really well. I'm really actually proud of myself. I didn't really struggle all that much to do that. And I'm also slightly confused about why it took me so long to read Stalking Jack the Ripper. 10 hours to that doesn't make sense. Like, what was happening? Maybe my mind was drifting off and I didn't realise, and I was just like, I don't know. But that's weird. But whatever. Good morning. It is. Can you see the clock? That says 6:50. So I have like 10 minutes until I want to start reading for today. So I'm awake. Kind of. Just quickly get up and sort myself out, then get back in bed and start reading. I did continue reading the deal last night. I'm on page 216. I think at the end of the time I got to page 128. I'm awake, ready to go. I don't know if ready to go is accurate, but I am awake and excited. So you can see I'm in the final 100 pages of the deal. Can get that done by like 8:30 maybe. I'll probably try and just read it all and then like get up and move on with my day. But maybe I'll get to like 300 pages and then do that, because sometimes I like to have like a little break and then finish the last little bit off. But we'll see. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, because I really want to read All In and The Kingmaker. Like, I really want to read both. Specifically The Kingmaker, like I bought it specifically for this challenge because I was like, oh, that looks like a good like fast-paced book. But I'm thinking I want to read All In more. I just finished the deal. It was very good, actually. I really quite enjoyed that. Obviously I read it really quickly. It was one of the better hockey romances I've read. So yay! I'm gonna put my headphones in, listen to a bit of The Love Hypothesis just while I get, you know, ready for the day, have some breakfast, and then we will start the next book. I think I'm gonna go for All In. That sounds like fun. I've been dying to read that since I read the last one. It took a lot of willpower not to just pick it straight up. So I'm very excited about that. It's like 10 hours in. It's like I'm like 10 minutes off 10 hours. What's the time? 8:51. Yeah, 10 minutes off 10 hours. This is upside down. Uh-oh, I'm filming this upside down. I'm gonna have to rotate this. I may be wearing fucking pajama pants, but you best believe that the green in my earrings matches them. You will never catch me slipping. Okay, it is 10. I have 9 more hours, I think, on this challenge, and I am about to start all in. So, here we go. Okay, I've been reading for just over 45 minutes and I am 52 pages in, so pace of this is pretty quick. Yeah, that's really quick actually. That's more than a page a minute. Look at me. I am having to make an executive decision though. Let me just get comfortable. Executive decision to pause the timer for a bit because I have to go and do some real world things. Nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, can't just take 2 days and read and ignore all other responsibilities. So I'm gonna go do that. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. I estimate like an hour, but I'm gonna pause the timer and let it roll over however it will. I'm sure that dinner will roll into my time as well tonight. So again, I'll do the same thing as I did last night. It is 11:15. So I shall see you in like an hour, maybe 2. And then we'll go back to reading, because so far this is good, as I knew it would be. But yeah. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. It's not my fault. Bye. Hello, I'm back. It's only been an hour, but I'm back, ready to read. Gonna start the timer again. But I have another few things to do, but I feel like I can listen to my audiobook while I do them. So I'm gonna be listening to my audiobook for a bit and then we'll get back to all in. Oh, I'm tired. It's like, it's not even that I'm like, oh, I can't read. It's just like, I would rather do something else. Like, I would rather just like watch YouTube and like do things. Okay, ladies and gents, I haven't really given any real like commentary on how I feel about this book so far. 68 pages in, chapter 13. First off, round of applause to Jennifer Lynn Barnes for the shortest chapters you ever did see. You know, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. It's what we like to see. So in this book, the naturals are in Las Vegas, which is a bit of a different setting. We're seeing a bit of a different situation. They're not in their normal house, which I guess that's interesting. We've got some different dynamics kind of continuing. Yeah, it's good so far. It's nothing like exceptional, but we're not really too into the story yet. There are some elements from the first 2 that I'm like, okay, at some point like this needs to be resolved, or like we need to add more spice to it, because to be honest, if you resolve it in like the 3rd book, then what's going to happen in the 4th? So we need an extra layer. We need something to come in and mix it up. So I'm interested to see if she does that, or if this maybe drags a bit more than... Why am I like standing like like, this is a great shot, Holly-Ann. I'm interested to see if she can bring me back in on that storyline, make me like interested in it again, or whatever. But yeah, it's good so far. Book is very floppy, which makes me very happy. Not much else to say about it. Pupil, new location, my room.
Here are some pictures that match.
Never speak to me again. I am 224 pages into, what's this all in? Chapter 39 again. Praise be to the short chapters. And I'm gonna have to take a break because my brain is cheese. Cheese? My brain is rot. My brain is mush. My brain is just a bit, you know. It is 3:45. Okay, so I'm gonna put my audiobook on for a little bit and just like, I don't know, maybe do some colouring in my adult colouring book, because I feel like I need to do something that isn't just looking at things. I need to do something with my hands. So I'm going to do that, and then hopefully get in a bit more reading time before dinner, because I am making dinner tonight, so obviously I can't read and make dinner at the same time. So I'll be listening to my audiobook while I do that. So hopefully I'll get to do a little bit more reading in the book before then, but honestly, we don't know. It is about 8 p.m. I have about 2 hours left of reading to do, so that's not bad at all. I was expecting it to go later because I kept stopping it and like doing other things. I have less than 100 pages left on All In, so I don't know if that's going to take me through the two full hours. So if it doesn't, I suspect I will start The Kingmaker. I'm kind of pissed off that I didn't read this in this challenge, because I bought it specifically for this, because I thought it would just be like a good thing. It's not like I don't want to read it now, but I'm just a bit bothered, because I'm like, that's literally the point. Right now, I'm going to finish All In. It's pretty good. I think the first book in the series is my favourite though. Yeah, from what I can remember. What did I think about the last one? Maybe I liked the last one. I think this is my least favourite so far, but I have really enjoyed it, but I just really liked the first two. Also consider the fact that like I've been reading it when I wasn't necessarily wanting to read, so that's not as fair, is it? 2 hours left of 24. Isn't that amazing? Okay. That's my favourite thing to do at the camera. I was just thinking about the fact that if I was doing like the way that people do when they do full 24 hours, like I'm reading for 24 hours, back to back to back, I would only be halfway through. I would have 12 more hours to go. I can't say enough. Ladies, girls, gays and theys who are doing this to themselves, stop. It's not worth it. It's so bad for you to stay up all night. It's really bad. I need to keep reading. I'm putting it off. I'm really tired, I'm not gonna lie. It's only 9 o'clock and I'm so tired. Okay. That was a ridiculously intense ending. Very good ending. I enjoyed that. Wow. Okay. God, that was a lot. That was a little bit information dumpy towards the end. I found myself getting a bit confuzzled. Could be because I'm just tired, but I did have to read things over and over again to understand what was. I was like, I don't know what this word means. Am I meant to know? Have you explained what this word means? I understand now. I got it. I think. No, yeah. Very good, actually. But not as good as the other two. I don't know. I can't think about it right now, but I have about 40 minutes of reading left. So I'm going to go pee, because I need to pee, and then I'm going to start the Kingmaker and just finish off on that. People, this is my very anticlimactic ending to the 24 hours. If you can see, can you see that? It is 10:30. It's like probably 10 minutes over the 24 hours, but I just had to finish my chapter. See, I made it to chapter 3 in the Kingmaker. Technically, I've read all the books I wanted to read. This is not at all what I thought it was so far. I'm confused about how people have described this book, but maybe that'll change. Yeah. I've not really got much to say. I literally read like 21 pages, but I am gonna go to bed now. I will get back to you tomorrow for a final wrap up of this experience, but I'm tired and my head hurts a bit. So good morning. I am so tired today. Hey, I'm here to wrap this video up. I've done the calculations. And I have read a total of 850 pages. Incorrect. False narratives are being spread on the tube. I think I've read, oh fucking hell, like, this isn't fair. Like, now I need to calculate it, and like I haven't prepared, and like I'm so unprepared, and it's just embarrassing on the tubes. Like, I'm here on live on the tubes and I'm just embarrassing myself. Okay, 1192 is the accurate page count. God's sake. That's including audiobook pages. I'd also just like to preface that I listened to the audiobook on like 1 time speed. Like, I didn't speed it up at all. I feel like that's actually hindered the amount of pages that I read, because I would have read it quicker if I'd been physically reading it. But I just want to be fair as possible, because I know there's like debate over whether audiobooks should count or not. I don't care, it counts here. Like, I'm not having an argument about it. It doesn't actually matter at all. Jack the Ripper, I'd already started this. Total, I read 252 pages of this book. I worked it out. And this took me ages. This took me like, I've said it over and over again because I couldn't believe it, like 10 hours. And I'm just kind of questioning what took me so long. I read all in. I fully read this, 376 pages of this book. This was very good. The ending was very good. I really enjoyed the ending. It really picked up. I feel like it kind of like maybe dragged a little bit in the middle, and then it was like pew 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 with the information, a lot of information at the end for me to handle. And I did manage to read 23 pages of The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan. This so far has been nothing than I thought it was. I thought it was like political empires, So far it's not been that. They've been like, it's protest at like a protected reservation, you know, like protected lands in America where they're like not meant to do anything to them, and apparently the fucking senator of this place sold them to this big business guy, and they were like, bro, what the fuck. So yeah, it's not been what I thought it was so far, but it is interesting. I think it might get into the
political stuff as we go on. And then I did listen to a bunch of Love Hypothesis. Not that much though, only like 200 pages. I feel like I listened to it for a lot of hours. But yeah, that was very successful. Do we all agree? Do you guys feel like I was successful? Oh my god, do you guys feel like I was successful? Because I feel like I was successful in doing that. Like, I did it. And I wasn't like trying to, I even said at the start, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna read for the 12 hours, but I'm not being strict at all. Like, if I wanna like take breaks and it's fine. Like, I didn't really do that. If I was gonna take a long break, to literally not even to like just relax, like if I had to do something else, I would pause the timer. So I did read for the full time. I'm proud of myself. I didn't think I could do that. Like, I don't do things that I don't want to do. I can't stress that enough. There were times when I was like, oh my god, I need to put this book down. Like, I don't care. And I was like, no, you don't actually need to put this book down. You just are being lazy and you want to go do something else. Being lazy, you're literally sat reading and that's lazy. I'm missing saying something because this feels very anticlimactic, doesn't it? Like, I just did that whole big thing and it was like, okay, I could definitely do this again. I might start doing this maybe bi-monthly, because every month's a lot. That's like, what? That's too much. I'd have to do it once every 4 weeks. Yeah, that's too much. Maybe bi-monthly, because that wasn't hard at all. It was actually quite nice to like get a bunch of books read too. Like me. Maybe we can set the challenge for the next time I do it, try and read 3 full books. Because I thought, oh my god, I completely forgot I read The Deal by L. Kennedy. I did read 3 full books. I was gonna say, I'm sat here looking at this and I'm like, I swear to god I read more than that. I also read The Deal by L. Kennedy. Was anybody screaming at me, you read The Deal by L. Kennedy? Guys, I remember now. I read The Deal by L. Kennedy. That was like 332 pages. I read that super fast. I started that in the evening. Like 4 or 5, and then I finished it the next morning, like in 2 hours. I did read like 50 to 100 pages out of the time though, because I was just like in it. But we're not going to talk about that. Okay, this is done. I'm done. I need to edit this because I have so much footage. I have like nearly 2 hours worth. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a very good time filming this, to be honest. I really enjoyed myself. I didn't expect to. It was hard, but it was like fun hard. It was like, oh, I'm doing something. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.